Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to How You Doing. Now, at the end of last episode on YouTube, I left it up to you guys whether you wanted to see all the remodel or my plans, and most of you said yes. The ones that commented said yes, they want to see how I redo this, because if you remember, what's happening is we're having an individual mixer, heated mixer, cooking pies for one for the meat, one for the veg over here, one for the mushroom we're doing by ourselves, and then we have the pumpkin pies we're doing by ourselves. Because if you look here, we have regular broccoli. Again, broccoli is easy. We have veg pie, mushroom pie, and pumpkin pie. So the mushroom pies we're using with these made pie crusts. And then these are being made automatically. These are being made automatically, which is fine. But the problem is that we're running out of pie crust, and that's the biggest issue. So at the end of last episode, we have no money. Like, we're out of money. We don't really have anything here that's worth upgrading for. Our sink, our dishwashing system is fine. We only have the small stack of plates, which is fine as well. But my thought here is this is going to be a remodel episode, or see how far I get with the remodel, and then we might play a day. But we'll see. I want to brainstorm it, and I want to brainstorm it with you guys, just showing you kind of how I do my thought process when I do stuff like this. Now, we do have the discount desk, the copy desk, the research desk. Now, these here are both corner grabbers, right? Both rotating corner grabbers. This is a bin, because remember, we need to get a better bin. So the bin actually doesn't need to be discounted, I don't think. Now, we do have, this is a discount desk, which should probably go up in here. The bin here as well, because actually, you know what? I can't discount everything, but I don't want to upgrade these. I want to upgrade this and this. So I think the way I got to do that is if I move this to here and put this here, I can copy everything, and then this here will only, okay, so this research desk will only hit this and this, which is what I want. I don't want these being updated, and then they're going to be copied, because these are the rotating grabbers or the corner grabbers, but then we can discount them again. So we will get more grabbers out of this. The only issue is we can't use this room anymore, which maybe is why I had it like that, which is actually not a big deal, because we can bring these coffee tables down here. They can literally sit here. It doesn't matter, because we have the spooky solos card, right? So that means we're only going to be getting groups of one, and we only have 11 customers, roughly, give or take. So this is fine. This setup that I have is perfectly fine as far as research. Excuse me, as far as research goes, because you can't use one desk on four things if you have other desks trying to work on. It just doesn't work that way. So we have the upgrading stuff set up, copying everything, and discounting the things that'll be most expensive. A jiggly bin, which is what we want. I don't believe that's that expensive anyway, and if we can't discount it, so what? The reason why we want a jiggly bin or the compacting bin is because we have the pumpkin pie and we have to get rid of the seeds. And right now we only have the starter bin, which holds 2, which is pathetic. So what I want to do here is, I don't mind this setup here for now. This is fine. This is just a portioner that's just doing nothing. It's just wasting space. What I want to do is I want to bring these tables out here, and we can actually use these tables. Even though we have spooky solos, it doesn't matter. We can still run the tables like this. And I was using these tables as a place to put things on. That was the main purpose of the table. Let's just flash all these back up here. We can get rid of all of these like that, and that's fine, okay? And remember, we have the door has to stay accessible, because we do our research out here. Now, we can do research up here. It's not a big deal, but there's no pass-throughs except the doors, and there's no point to put it up there because we're not doing any cooking. Now, my idea here, right, is we have 2 bags of flour. We have 3 mixers. Now, my thought is just to have all the mixers making pie crusts, baking pie crusts, and that's it. And then we'll manually make the pies using the oven. Now, how do we set that up? I don't really know. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring all like the raw ingredients down here. Now, again, we have 2 prep stations. So this is going to be a bit tricky because we need more prep stations. Now, I know as the run went on, we didn't really have much money. We didn't have tons of money, right? So we have to kind of figure this out a little bit as far as using the prep station to have both of these. Is that going to be necessary? I don't know. but for now, let's leave it here because we were using this to put seeds in the beginning. So we have the frozen prep, which means we have 4 ready to go. Let's bring the flour down here because we have tons of grabbers, right? So we could put grabbers literally everywhere. That's not really the issue here. We have the broccoli. Let's just leave the broccoli here because this is a bit of our broccoli setup. And let's put our oven over here. Oops, put our oven here for now. We have one blueprint desk, which is here, which is fine. I mean, we really need, to make this work, we need a better hob, basically. A safety hob would be ideal. A danger hob, not so much, because it would get a little iffy if we run through everything and it'll start on fire. A regular hob would be okay too, because we could actually use a smart grabber like this to pull off burned ones into a jiggly bin if we get one. But we'll see. All right, let's just we got to move a lot of things around here because everything is in the way. So the idea is to have all 3 of these making crusts, basically. And what we can do there is we can shove all that in the back here. Now you may say, wow, that seems really silly. And it may be silly because this is why we do things in practice mode here. So basically want to have them all maybe there. Let's just bring all this stuff out here, or at least out of the way, I should say. We can dump this out here for now because we want to clear us enough space because we have 3 of these, which means we can have 3 crusts going at the same time. The combiners we were not going to be using, so I'm actually going to hide the combiners up here for now. Once we get a better setup as far as cooking, now I wanted to do the whole run just by using the heated mixers, but we're at a stage now where I don't think that is feasible to do that. Let's bring all these ingredients down here. We have to kind of just move a lot of stuff around, but again, we have a lot of grabbers here, so we could have extra pie crusts on the grabbers, all ending in the frozen prep. So let's see how we want to set this up. All right, so we want the end goal, or the end grabber, or the end setup to be right here, I think. Because then we have to, actually, we can go down one more like this. So we have a bunch of conveyor belts here, basically. So we can maybe use something like this. We can use something like this. Do we have a corner one that's facing that way already? We do. And then we'll see if this makes sense to do it like this. Because we really don't need many of these grabbers at all. But if these are making pie crust and we have them all ready to go, this one would have to be reset. So let's just not use that one for now. Okay, so if we want to set it up the way I'm kind of thinking is we want to have 3 of these all lined up in a row. Actually, you can put, well, not there. Oops, sorry, like this. And again, we'll try this. If this doesn't work, well, then we'll just do it. We'll do a different way. We don't have tons of customers. It's just because there's such a variety that they're choosing, it makes it a bit hard. So we can set this up like this, and then we can have a regular grabber, not a corner one, pulling here like that. And then do we have another regular grabber? We don't, but we can use this one just the same. And do we have one that's facing to the right already? We do here. So this may work. So they'll all funnel into the one, and these will all be cooked pie crusts, right? This conveyor is fine because conveyors do a push action. So as long as something's pushed onto it, it'll work. Now, all these are going to be laid out, I think. Actually, you know what? We might want to push this over one more square. And if we do that, I may be able to get away with just doing it here. Let me just do it. Again, once we start getting frozen like prep stations, then we're going to really be doing good here. This can be retrained. This will retrain itself because anything that is pushed onto a smart grabber with another grabber or conveyor will reset itself. At least it should. It should. So what we want to do here is we can do something. Actually, we have enough here. We could do. This one could just have one bag. Like the flours are relevant. We have two bags, so you might as well just use them. It doesn't really affect anything. This one can go like that. And all that we have exactly what we need. And we'll do a practice run of this because we'll see what happens. This may end up not being, we actually have an extra grabber up there. Like, this may end up not working out and not being good, but we don't know. This one, I guess this could just go like that. Let's just do a quick practice mode just to swap this back around. And we'll get out of practice. Well, we can watch. Let's see what happens. So these are going to cook. They'll do the par baking, etc., etc. If we'd have an extra sink, we could probably do, that gives me an idea too, is if we pass everything through a sink, which we don't have an extra, we have one sink, is we pass the dough through a sink with a combiner. That'll make the first part of the crust. But you know what, though? I don't think we're going to be going through that many crusts, honestly. Because they're individual dining. We don't have to rush through anything. I think this is going to be... it's a little slow. Now, the other thought is this. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. Is if you pass... Excuse me. If you pass... How can I set this up? If I set it up like this... And then this would... let me just go into practice... Oh, not practice mode. Oops, sorry. I want to go turn this one. Sorry, guys. This is where the practice mode is so good, by the way. Practice mode, boom. And then I'm going to turn this like that. And then turn that back. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to do. And then this would be... This one would also be practice mode again. Swap it like that. See, because these will pull from each other, which is fine. Okay, then the other thought was, what if we pass this through the sink using the using the combiner method? So basically, you put a combiner here. Oh, the only problem is we need we can do it. We can do it. We do this like this. And if we do, hold on, we have to figure this out. Let's figure this out for a second. We can put this back up here, by the way. This doesn't matter because this is retrained with that anyway. So the idea it would be I need to have access to this sink. So if we would do it like that and put the combiner here and put this here. Oh, we have just enough, I think. Because that actually might work better. Watch, let's just see what happens. Oops, I want to go like that. Because that makes the dough ball ready. So the mixer will only have one mixing action that it has to do. Which, you know, I think that's going to be a lot better. Because we can still access the sink to do to get our water for our broccoli. Right? I think that will be excellent. Because it'll go significantly faster because it's one less mixing action. I mean, significantly enough, I should say. I think this is going to work. This is definitely faster. Okay, cool. I think that works. Now, the smart grabber looked like it got reset again, but I think it's fine. But what we want to do here is we want to line these up like this. And where is the mushrooms? And then we want to line up the meat. Actually, I think I want to put the meat first and do the mushrooms second. The meat we have to turn backwards, and then this one third. Because we're going to need the broccoli for the soup. And we can even put this like this. Okay, I think we're making headway. I mean, this looks pretty... Well, I can actually say there. This looks pretty good, I think. And then what we'll do with the broccoli is the broccoli will live in here. And then the oven, I think the oven just has to live right here. That's a bit of a run, though. Well, no, really, because we're going to be grabbing here and then going to here. Now, would it make sense to have this swapped around? No, because you still have to run because the plates are here anyway, right? The plates are here. We have our trainers. Remember, we have our trainers. We have our bin. Eventually, we'll use the bin. This one is just doing nothing. This is just a placeholder. So I think this will work because we can grab our pot, boom water, grab this, cook it, put it on the thing, and then down here, this is going to be for the pumpkin pies. Remember, we have to chop this. Now, the thought there is, should we take one of these mixers and exclusively do pumpkin pies just straight here? We could do it literally right here. If I take a pumpkin, it'll be put on this mixer. It'll be de-seeded, and then it'll start. Oh, we need the flour though. We need the flour. Ooh, right. We need the. Okay, so we need the flour. Actually, no, because the flour will be sitting here. I can just grab a dough ball right here. Come over. Oh, where am I going to need it? I can need it here. I can need it here. Oh, no. Sorry. What am I saying? I'm totally wrong. Because I got the crust here. The crust is right here. Okay, never mind. I'll be able to grab a crust. Because this will be... Oh, yeah. You know what? I should almost... Do you think... See, this is the thing that we have to test out. Is will two mixers be able to keep up enough to have one down here? But then again, all I got to do is I can grab a crust. Here, I can grab a crust. Let's just do it. Oh, the larger tables are needed because of the whole... Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to do it like this then. Even though we have the Spooky Solos card, the game doesn't register it like individual dining. It's a bit different, so you have to have one table that has two seats. Now, let's do a practice mode real quick. Oh, no. Oh, my God, I almost went to start day. That would have been bad news. So we're going to have one of these. Just going to do that. We chop this up. Boom, boom, and then I put this in, and there's pumpkin pie. Perfect. So basically all the pies will be made to order. And I can just set seeds in here for the time being. Because remember, that's the only dessert pie we have. So if people want dessert, potentially we'll have to make 11 of them. But the thing is, though, is we don't really have, we have a spot for 2, 3, 4, and we have room for 8. Now I could pull this other counter out of here, and I have counters up there. Is that worth doing just for one more, which would give us 9? So you have our trainers here, right? You know what? I think this is going to work. I think this is going to work. Because, again, we only have 11 customers. Or 11, well, okay, a bit iffy still. But, okay, I think we're ready to go here, guys. We're at 15 minutes. So you know what we should do? Do you understand? I think everybody understands what we're doing here. So we basically took, instead of having, because right now we have 4 types of pie. We have meat, mushroom, veg, main pies, and then we also have the pumpkin pie. So we had set up for veg pie and for meat pie to be done automatically, and then the other mixer itself was producing the crust for the mushroom pie and for the pumpkin pie. And the issue was that we had to wait too long. We had to wait too long for everything, so that it kind of really it became a problem basically. I can turn this back on, it doesn't matter. So after today, we're going to upgrade all this stuff. Hopefully, well, it goes CBD. So discount will become a copy. It'll take another one to go around for a blueprint. So this will be 2 days worth, but we can still copy it, right? We can copy it. So then in 2 more days, granted, today is deco day, and then the next day we get another card. So depending on what that card is, I'm really hoping the next card would be roasted seeds, because then we actually have a use for the seeds. It's a starter. It'll bring groups down, but it still is a use for the seeds. We're going to copy these. We're just going to keep copying grabbers. And on this desk here, I don't know if we're going to get, I think it might be too late in the run to get a hob anymore, but we'll see, because a hob is what we need. Yeah, we need many hobs basically to set this up. But you know what? I think this is going to work out just fine. I think this will work out fine. I'm not too concerned about it. And if I end up needing more smart grabbers, I can just upgrade these to smart grabbers, because they were going a cycle. So we're at 17 minutes. Let's leave this episode. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? Instead of starting the episode, I'm going to leave it at this, because this is going to be, by the time you end up getting to this point, this is going to be a bonus episode, basically an in-between episode. We can go to practice mode, proof of concept that this does work. The dough ball thing is significantly faster because there's only one mixing action. See, boom, in like 3 seconds we're cooking crust already. This is gonna back up eventually. We have the pumpkin pie business. We can get pumpkin pies rolling out. So yeah, in this desk, I'm not sure why this isn't cycling through, to be honest with you. I thought, oh, maybe I locked it in already. Yeah, I think this will work, because we have enough space for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have enough for 16 pies to sit here. That's a significant amount of pies. And you see, we're not backing up at all with this. We can still grab our water, do this, boom, boom. And the thing is that we're going to have to cook everything. We'll be cooking everything. That's the only other issue, is we'll actually be cooking everything here. Which, you know, I think will be okay. I think it'll be okay. I mean, we could set up something crazy for our portioner with this by putting it by the door. It just means we can't get out then. So I don't really want to go that route, because we have to be able to access to do our research. Okay, cool. But you know, guys, yeah, we're going to end the episode here already at 19 minutes. So hope you enjoyed. This is a bit of a behind the scenes of a remodel day, because I know I said in the end of the last episode that I may do this on camera, which, boom, here we are. And this looks a lot cleaner, by the way. I think it's going to work out better for us in the long run, because we have 4 pies, or 5 pies. Excuse me, we have 3 pies we're making already. Now, the only pie we can get yet would be apple pie, which I don't think would be a big deal, because we could probably steal one of those mixers to chop the apples. But again, the pumpkin pie we're doing to order, so we would basically do the apple pies to order, because we're having par baked crust. That's the big thing here. Our crusts are already half cooked, so they cook secondly in an oven super fast. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it here, guys. I want to thank you once again for your continued support along with this How You Doin' series. It's been a lot of fun. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we're gonna actually run a day and see what happens, because we have today to get through, which will be deco day. which would actually be nice. Well, yeah, right. We're at Charming. You don't have exclusives, so we have decreases. The end one is that the customers will sit down with 30 dishes, which is okay, not a huge deal. We have a power sink. We're only doing customers one at a time for now, so it's not a huge deal with that. But yeah, I think we're good to go here. So thank you guys once again. If you are enjoying my content, please consider leaving me a subscribe to my channel. It would be much appreciated. And also, if you like this video specifically, please leave a like as well as a comment if you choose to. And I love getting comments from my supporters, whether it's criticism, constructive criticism, their suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions about how to do things a little bit better. And yeah, I always take everybody's word under everybody's thoughts under advisement, I guess how you say it. And yeah, some things I use and some things I don't. I have a better way, they have a better way, but it's always good to toss ideas around between people. And yeah, it's very fun to do that. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next How You Doing video. Take care now.